He's a federal judge. He upholds the law. He doesn't care about the consequences.
This courthouse put half those people away. Now we're just supposed to let them out.
The entire D wing of the prison has been condemned. I mean, it's happening all over the state.
Joe, we understand the problem. We just don't like the solution.
It's temporary.
Until it happens again.
It's very simple. You choose and release 25 prisoners a week for the next 8 weeks, per the compromise that I worked out. Or Judge Salinas will set them all free tonight. Now, you just take a look at some of those names. They are political disasters.
I am not a politician. What I should do is choose the worst 25 prisoners, release them, and then you'd have to deal with that, Mr. Mayor.
Justine, I did not vote down the prison bond issue.
You didn't support it either.
But you know,
We couldn't talk in the car because you were on the phone. Now I'm waiting outside. Are we going to do this now or not? Because if not, I can come back.
I'm almost finished. Joe, this is my daughter, Stacy.
But a beautiful young girl. Looked just like your mother. There are the files, and you let me know what you decide.
I'll get back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Try and remember whose ass is really on the line in this city.
I'll be in my office.
Stacy, sit down. Don't even think of lecturing me. I know you're pissed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I am pissed. I am trying to get used to... I had no idea that... I mean, you and this boy who I
He is not a boy. He is 19. His name is Hal.
Stacy, you are 16 years old.
I am going to be 17 next month. I'm going away to school. I am not a child.
Yeah, I guess you pretty much threw that in my face this morning, didn't you?
My door was closed. We are supposed to respect each other's privacy. That was the deal.
Stacy, I want to make sure that you are okay, that you know what you're doing. This is a dangerous world, and
I know what I'm doing. We used a condom.
Great. Good. I mean, well, now everything's just fine.
You're one to talk. You're still having sex with Daddy. Why did you bother getting divorced in the first place?
Sorry, Judge Parks, but you got the press on lines 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, sure. Put me on hold.
Stacy, I will be home early this evening, and then we'll spend the night together, just you and me.
No, I talked to Daddy. I'm gonna stay with him for a while.
Now, Stacy!
I worked this case against Lasky up from nothing. It took me 6 months. By the time I was done, it was a stone-cold winter. Then right when I'm about to go to trial, feds pull rank and steal it.
Yeah, now they're dumping it back in our lap. My question, if it's as good as you say, is why?
Let me find out. If Mr. Jones is still willing to tell what he knows, he's got Lasky cold.
I don't know. Something about this stinks.
I can win the case. We're talking about loan sharking, extortion, murder?
More. If I commit the resources of this office to this prosecution, I want a scalp.
You'll get it. I swear.
All right. Jones is stashed at the Garden State Hotel. 2 plainclothes teams downstairs, 1 man in the room. If this case is gold, I want him in front of the grand jury ASAP.
Thanks, boss.
She didn't want to hear a word I said. We got nowhere.
She's 16 years old. You remember what that was like?
No.
Neither do I. So what are you gonna do?
I guess just keep asking myself, what would a responsible mother do in a situation like that?
Justine, I'm talking about the prison releases.
Oh, that. Oh, what can I do? Go through the files, beg you for your help?
You don't have to beg. Not that I wouldn't like it.
I thought you and Jonathan were moving in together. It's ridiculous. A week ago, we were picking out wallpaper. Now, I don't know what we're doing. Well, what do you want? What do I want? I want everything to be perfect. I want him to be my Prince Charming. I want to stop asking myself that question, which I do about 1,000 times a day. See ya. Bye. Get out.
Lovely morning to you, too.
I'm expecting someone.
Ostrander's not coming. His wife had a emergency C-section at 4 a.m. He asked me to take over the investigation on your rape case.
I don't need your help. Ostrander found me a witness who will corroborate the victim's story. Case is made.
Really? Oh, great for me. Maybe I'll take in a ball game.
You do that.
Oh, by the way, Ostrander told me to give you the notes on his witness. You should look at him before you get too relaxed.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about your case being crap.
You think you're the only capable person on this planet, don't you? You're on this case for 10 minutes and suddenly you think you know more about it than I do.
You got a rape from behind in a ladies' room. No biological evidence and a new star witness who only saw the alleged rapist run past him carrying the victim's purse.
Just the purse?
Good luck.
Wait! What would you do?
I'd interview the witness.
But you said the witness was no good.
Well, maybe not, but I am. Are you coming?
They caved on every point. That is unbelievable. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. Oh, I can't think about the offer right now. But if they can't wait, then the answer has to be no. We'll talk about this in the office, okay? Bye.
So the Stinson case?
Mm-hmm. They agreed to accept the Citizens Committee's conditions. Slow growth, low-income housing, recreation center.
Ooh, you must have scared the hell out of him. Congratulations.
Yes, I happen to be a very scary person.
What was the part I heard about an offer?
Oh.
Now, what was that?
You know that job I was up for on the West Coast?
The chief counsel thing in Seattle.
Yep. Anyway, I didn't even think they'd consider a corporate attorney whose only public interest experience is one pro bono case each month. But now, suddenly, they're interested.
Are you?
It's all happening too fast. They need an answer in 24 hours. Besides, I'm happy here.
Man, that's a big job.
Yeah, so are you.
You know something?
What?
I like you. In fact, I love you.
I love you too. Oh, no. Is this the part where you remind me that you are a judge and this is a courthouse?
No, this is the part where I remind you to make sure the door's locked.
All right, we're here off the record. You've got 2 minutes. Now, what's so sensitive about this disputed videotape? Mr. Keller, from your lips, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay.
Be brief. My court's still in session.
That tape is the only link that I have to a happier time in my married life. That my ex-wife would seek its destruction goes beyond human decency.
Mrs. Keller?
Decency. He shows that tape to his card-playing buddies every Thursday night.
Bull.
Phil told me.
Phil?
We're dating.
Slut?
Pornographer!
Enough! The court will retain possession of this videotape until this, Phil can offer the testimony to rebut or support Mrs. Keller's claims. Then we'll decide who gets it. Thank you. From Channel 3? That's great. Let's see how many more we can squeeze in before lunch. That's what I like. Speedy justice.
Who is it?
Moore, prosecutor's office. Open up.
We've got to stop meeting like this.
You're the man in the room? He's in there?
Could have jumped out the window. He's not exactly Little Mary Sunshine.
Not bad. Waste of a good hotel room. Mr. Jones, how have you been?
You.
Look, whatever problems you had while you were in federal custody are history as of now. It will get you to the grand jury, get an indictment against Lasky, get this thing over with.
It won't be a grand jury.
Hey, pal, you made a deal. Immunity for testimony. Either you keep your end, or you're back on the street, and from what I hear about Lasky, that's a death sentence.
You stupid son of a bitch. You threatening me? I'm dead already.
You'll be in protective custody.
Oh, by the state? You're a joke. You couldn't protect an ice cube in a snowstorm. All right, this is your big break. You're gonna take down a mob boss all on your own. Well, hotshot, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, by the way, Girl Scout, Lasky's gonna have a ball with her. Think about it. Use that pea brain. Feds have me, I had Lasky, so why am I here?
Okay, why are you here?
I'm here to die. And you and her and anybody else who gets in the way, congratulations, pal. Just in time for the Last Supper.
Three prior. Felony drunk driving. He went over a curb and put 2 people in the hospital.
Better or worse than holding up a dentist office for drugs and shooting the hygienist in the leg when she tried to run. No. No.
At this rate, Justine, we're never gonna make 25.
Or 25 next week, or the week after that. What the hell am I doing? Morgan? Come in.
Can we help you?
I'm looking for Judge Parks.
I'm Judge Parks.
You're the one releasing the prisoners. I heard about it on the news. Is that them?
Wait. I'll get Morgan.
I'm not leaving until I have my say. I'm Carol Douglas. I'm here about Arthur Kovacs. He's the man that stalked and terrorized my daughter for months. Finally, he attacked her. He stabbed her 7 times. Once in the face. You can't let him out.
Mrs. Douglas, I am under orders from a federal court.
My daughter is 16 years old. The minute Kovacs is out, he's going to attack her again. These are letters he's written. Sick letters. What he's going to do to her.
Mrs. Douglas, I am not familiar with your case, but I promise you that...
Will you read them? If you can. I won't let her see them. It's never anyone's fault, is it?
I don't like this any more than you do, and we are trying to work out a solution.
No! I'm going to make it someone's fault. I'm going to make it your fault. If he gets out and anything happens to my daughter, it is your fault. If you had a child, you would understand.
I appreciate your advice. I'm kind of new at this. Nothing too extreme. Probably couldn't afford it anyway. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for something with style.
You're not asking me because I'm Jewish.
I don't understand.
Now, all Jews are supposed to have relatives in the wholesale diamond business. It's a racial stereotype.
No. When I first met your wife, I noticed her ring. Now, that's what I'm looking for, something like that.
Christine's the one, you're sure?
I'm sure. She's everything I want.
A good marriage is a miracle of timing. 2 diverse souls, different backgrounds, different preferences, violent pressures. But when it works, it's a beautiful thing.
put a lot of thought into this, haven't you?
Why not? I do about 65 divorces a week.
Arthur Kovacs. Yes, ma'am. I remember him.
The prosecutor's office doesn't, which is why I'm here.
Judge, the attorney-client privilege is still in effect.
I wouldn't ask you to break confidentiality.
Of course not.
I would like to ask you a hypothetical question.
Okay.
Hypothetically, if a man like Arthur Kovacs were a candidate for early release from prison, would you be concerned that he constituted a threat to his previous victim's safety?
I don't think I can answer that.
Okay. If someone were to ask you for reassurance that a man like Arthur Kovacs wouldn't attack his victim again, could you give them that reassurance, or would you have to say nothing at all? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Feds found a better witness than Jones. Someone higher up in the Lasky organization.
So Jones becomes expendable.
Jones becomes bait, a diversion. If we get him to the grand jury alive, fine. If not, Feds still have their witness in reserve.
Damn. You got this from Jones?
Then I called a buddy of mine in Justice to confirm. I need more manpower.
No.
I reserved the time at the grand jury tomorrow morning. All we have to do is get him there.
Goes back to the Feds. I'm not going to let them use us. I'm not going to bust the budget, and I'm not going to come out of this looking like an incompetent.
I guaranteed you a scalp. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, it has. Your ass is hanging way out there on this one.
I'll nail Lasky. I'll make you look good.
What do you need?
Round-the-clock surveillance, 6 teams. I want to move him tonight, then again after he testifies.
You better not let me down.
One more thing. I want Suzanne Graham off the case.
Are we keeping you, Mr. Sampson?
Well, I should be getting back to work.
A woman was raped.
I've told you everything I know.
We appreciate your cooperation.
Glad to help.
You were sitting right there exactly. It's too bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
If Mr. Sampson had been sitting where we're sitting, he would have seen the guy actually exit the ladies' room, maybe even the victim lying on the floor.
But I wasn't. I was sitting here.
We believe you.
Seth, you come in here 11 o'clock on a weeknight. Not exactly your kind of place. Office is miles away, he lives out in the suburbs, yet you come in here, this particular bar, because...
Look, I came forward because I wanted to try to help.
You want to help? Why were you here, and who were you with? What, you think I don't know what this place is all about?
Do anything wrong.
How did you know?
Guy like that neighborhood, that bar, had to be someone he was meeting.
I would have missed it.
Billy, Gabe. Yeah, I'll hold.
I'm gonna go back to the office. If you find the pimp Sampson was with, I want to be called. I don't care what time it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Gabe? That was good work.
Well, does that mean you're not gonna slap me around anymore?
Maybe.
Yeah.
D-wing inmates convicted by your office. I need you and your staff to go over them and rate them as risks.
Fine. Something else?
I don't need you undermining me with Stacy. She's not staying with you.
Why don't you let her decide that?
I can't believe that you told her about our sex life.
No, she figured that out by herself. She's smart. Like her mother. Only thing she hasn't figured out is why.
Well, I'm sure you'll explain it to her.
I'd love to, but I don't have a clue.
I want her home tonight.
Of course you do. You want to control her, you want to control me, you want to control the whole courthouse. You should try losing once in a while, Justine. It's good for the soul.
There's an exciting new world out there, and one company is helping you put it all within your reach.
Now a great time to be alive. The world is moving to a brilliant sun. Now is a great time for man, woman, child. I tell you, children, I tell you something. Listen, people, I tell you something. My human family, I tell you true. It's all within your reach.
That's your true choice. AT&T.
Frank?
Hey, Ted, how you doing?
Great, how's the house?
Fantastic. I'm painting the den.
Great, need any help?
No, thanks, Ted. The hardware guy helped me.
Where'd you go?
True Value.
Isn't that the official hardware store of the NFL?
Why, yes, it is.
That's great.
True Value, the official hardware store of the NFL. Isn't that great?
See you later, Frank. Oh, okie dokie, Ted.
Get this First Alert smoke and fire detector for only $7.99 or this kit of 2.5-pound fire extinguisher, just $8.99.
Courthouse will continue.
When there's voodoo in the bayou,
there are some dangerous people out there.
Jessica must put the hex on a killer. All new Murder, She Wrote, Thursday. Then, when a reporter's source is a cop who knows too much...
I need you to go on record. No, you can be protected.
Who really needs protection? New York News after Murder, She Wrote.
What you don't know about bombs could blow you away. Will someone close to you be next? An all-new 48 Hours, Thursday.
From the international best-selling author, a world premiere miniseries comes to life.
You know how I feel about you.
She had it all.
We're prepared to make a preemptive bid of $3 billion.
But now her family's legacy is threatened by greed.
You're not going to get your way, Jack!
Can one woman stop the powerful and dangerous man bent on taking it all away?
You're running out of time.
Now stay off my land.
Lisa Hartman Black, Bruce Greenwood, Linda Evans, and Dixie Carter star in the premiere of Judith Krantz's Dazzle, Sunday.
This is CBS.
Tonight on Heartland News at 10, an anti-crime program in Cairo is paying big dividends, a cooperative effort between federal and local authorities.
And Missouri Attorney General Jay Nixon says it's time juvenile offenders are made to pay for their crimes. Join us for these stories and the Storm Team forecast and Randy Sports right here on Heartland News at 10. We'll see you then.
As part of our commitment to the Heartland, KFES 12 is proud to have recently received an Emmy Award for outstanding news coverage. Thanks for making Heartland News your choice for local news and information. Award-winning coverage only on KFES 12, the Heartland's news channel.
Heartland Football Friday on KFES 12. The next best thing to being there. Friday nights on Heartland News at 10.
Hey, Miller, we've got a great show for you tonight, and I really think that of all the shows we've done, I really think that this one's going to be really good.
Good. It's going to be great. With music from Sophie B. Hawkins, e-gossip from Julie Brown, and Two Something's Eric Schaefer. Big, seen by millions.
Later tonight on KFES 12. Don't miss the biggest event of the season, the 4th annual KFES 12 Heartland Women's Show.
Get your tickets now at Schnucks or the Show Me Center in Cape Girardeau. Advance tickets are $3 for a 3-day or only $1 for a 1-day pass. Tickets at the gate are $4 and $2. So stop by Schnucks or the Show Me Center today and save some money on the hottest ticket in the Heartland.
It's all part of the KFES 12 Heartland Women's Show, October 13th through 15th at the Show Me Center in Cape Girardeau. Sponsored by Schnucks.
The lucky prison lotto winners.
If you agree. By the way, I've scheduled a press conference for tomorrow morning to discuss the release schedule. 9 a.m., you're invited.
All things considered, I'd rather be in Cleveland.
Hello, Mrs. Douglas. I'm glad you came back. You remember Judge Reed? Go ahead, sit down. Let me get straight to the point. After talking to you earlier today, I did some research concerning Arthur Kovacs. I appreciate your concern. Even so, I've decided to release him. He will be out at midnight tonight. Judge Reed, I need you to witness that I have informed Mrs. Douglas in accordance with the Victims' Rights Act. Judge Reed.
So witnessed.
You can't. I have no choice.
Hi, listen, congratulations. I'm so thrilled for you. You guys heading over to the victory party now?
What victory party?
At Stinson Construction, there's some sort of celebration going on. Sort of. These people are literally dancing in the streets. What you did for those people was amazing.
Well, you never mentioned anything to me about that.
I thought we had plans. And congratulations on Seattle as well. That is just off the scale. Now there, you won't even have to fight the establishment. You will be the establishment. Anyway,
No, wait, please. We should go.
Are you sure?
Hell yeah, they maybe want to give you the key to the city or something.
Yeah, more likely I'll get a beer thrown over my head or something.
That's even better. Let me just get rid of this. I'll be right back.
I guess we're going. Key to the city. He has been so cute.
Hello? Lerner, it's Gabe. I found Sampson's pimp. Where? Same bar we met him before. Look, I'm headed there now. I'll see you there? He'll talk, you're sure? Yeah, he said he'd meet us there. I'm on my way.
You might as well turn on the light, honey.
I'm sorry. My investigator found a corroborating witness on the rape case I'm prosecuting.
It's past midnight. What are you trying to prove?
Nothing. I am on a case. I have to go.
You have to meet an investigator in the middle of the night?
It's my job, Sean.
Be careful, okay?
I'll be careful. Where is he?
I think we've been stood up.
What?
Shit. Booze isn't too bad as long as you don't try anything too fancy, say a white wine spritzer.
What happened?
How should I know? Maybe our pimp decided he didn't want to talk to the cops.
Well, why in the hell didn't you call me back then?
Figured you'd already left.
There was never any witness tonight, was there? You just wanted to call me up in the middle of the night and bring me here so that you could...
So wait, so that I could what? You know, I kid around about a lot of things. Not my work.
Sorry. Coming here tonight just wasn't very easy.
wife couldn't take it either. She never understood how I could love this job so much.
I'm gonna have to subpoena the witness. Without him, there's no case. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Well, what's wrong with now? I mean, look at you. I think you love this middle of the night cops and robbers stuff.
I want a white wine spritzer.
Yo, Suzanne. Suzanne?
Hey, baby.
What's wrong?
Take a wild guess.
You found out it was me.
I'm an investigator, remember? Maybe you don't remember.
Maybe.
No. I'm not your baby. I'm a cop. I did the academy. I did patrol. I did my job every time. But if it gets out that the people I work with suddenly don't trust me anymore, I'm through. I'm not a cop.
Look, I love you. I was worried about you.
So that gives you the right to have your boss call my boss and get me kicked off a case. That's your idea of concern? That's an expression of love?
Maybe not usually.
No. No sale. I have worked too hard for too many years to have someone, anyone, especially you, try and take it all away from me.
You want me to say I'm sorry?
Better say you're sorry. And it better not happen again. Oh. Still on the case. My boss told your boss to go to hell.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, we're totally blue. Yeah. I want to be in this commercial.
You ain't getting this job because you're not blue.
Great. Oh, look at that.
Oh, they even got B.B. King singing the blues.
I want to be blue.
Wait.
I got the blues.
Take me home, B.B.
Hurt me. Get funky.
Cut.
They're not blue. Uh-oh. Blue M&Ms?
Mr. King ate them. One bite, saw with my own eyes.
5 years ago, I started hauling cars for Saturn. Man, that was something. People wanted to know all about them.
What kind of car is that? The Saturn. Can I get it with a sunroof?
Can you get one with leather? Yeah, you can get it with fog lamps. And just when I could explain everything about these cars, these are the dent-resistant doors. Saturn decides to change things and come out with new ones. Oh, well. Here we go again.
My son Shaq gets big colds. Good thing Robitussin makes a cold formula. These little liquid gels can take care of 7 feet, 300 pounds, stuffiness, congestion, and cough.
Robitussin cold formula is recommended by Dr. Mom. O'Neill.
Right now, during the Limited's Great American Fall Sale. Every sweatshirt is 20 to 40% off. Every sweater is 20 to 40% off. Fall savings throughout the store during the Great American Fall Sale, only at the new Limited.
Tending your land, getting your hands back in the soil, working with the sun on your back. Could anything be more rewarding? Yep, paying someone else to do it for you. Like Ned, Joe, and Tom. That's what Visa Gold's for, with enough purchase power to turn your yard green. And what could be more relaxing than mowing it yourself? Paying Al. Visa Gold, it's everywhere you want to be.
Watch Dave's Big Balloon Heist with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I know who has your balloons, tough guy.
Gary Marshall, Boys to Men.
Plus, free balloons for the kids.
Tonight.
In this town, everyone obeys the law.
Fred, you're under arrest.
Those who don't,
can't we all just get along?
Find themselves out of luck.
I'm scared, Marley. So am I. He's here. Open your eyes!
American Gothic, Friday.
You're on CBS!
On the next Extra, Jason Gedrick. He's Murder One's bad boy.
With each episode, you go, what?
Now, he tells Extra how he got his big break. Working on television's hottest new show.
That's it. You're in. You're in deep.
Then, they're music to your eyes.
I like to feel sexy sometimes.
Meet the hot new sirens of country music. Plus, what's next for O.J. Simpson? The story's only on Extra.
Tonight after David Letterman on KFES 12. Don't miss the biggest event of the season, the 4th annual KFES 12 Heartland Women's Show.
Come out and see the finest in fall fashions in the Heartland on the JCPenney Fashion Stage. And if a wedding's in your future, we've got the latest gowns and formal wear to show you, too. Plus, don't miss exciting demonstrations by the Southeast Gymnastics team, all on the JCPenney Fashion Stage.
It's all part of the KFES 12 Heartland Women's Show, October 13th through 15th at the Show Me Center in Cape Girardeau, sponsored by Schnucks. Heartland Sports with Randy Ray, tonight on KFES 12.
But if he's not there by 9 o'clock... Oh, wait a second. Stacy? Stace? Well, I may have to give a statement to the press. I know. 20 minutes, I'll be there, I promise.
I just came to pick up some clothes.
Oh, I picked up your sweater at the dry cleaners. It's in on your bed.
Thank you.
Did you have something to eat?
At Dad's.
Do you have any plans for today?
Why?
I thought that you could come down to the courthouse, have lunch, talk.
So you can feel better. It sounds like you have a lot more important things to do than deal with me.
Stace. There is nothing more important to me than you.
You can't just say that and have it be true.
When did this happen, Stace, between us? When did I screw up so badly? Help me, Stace. I need you to help me here.
Last year, I came back from a party. I stood in that door right there. I'd met a guy. It was my first time. I wanted to tell you. No, I wanted you to look at me and see that I was different. But you were buried in some file, like always. You kissed me on the head, like always, said, "Good night, baby, love you." I was different. But you couldn't see it because you just weren't looking.
I guess not. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
So, what happens now?
I have to go to work. I have to be there.
I know.
she in?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
What the hell are you trying to pull?
Can you be more specific?
You arranged the press conference this morning so you could discuss the prisoner releases.
That's right.
Cancel it.
Don't you want to hear my statement? At 12 a.m. this morning, Arthur Kovacs, one of the inmates granted an early prison release, boarded a city bus. Approximately 1 hour later, he arrived at the home of Mr. and Mrs. Douglas. Kovacs entered the home. He took a carving knife from the kitchen and went directly to Fran Douglas's bedroom. Luckily, the Douglases were spending the night in a hotel. 4 sheriff's deputies apprehended Kovacs, and he is currently back in custody.
You set this up.
I informed Mr. and Mrs. Douglas of the release. They asked for police protection, which I arranged.
Justine, if I find out that you're involved in a conspiracy in any way, you could kiss your honor goodbye.
I can read this to the press, or you can talk to them with your own words.
What do you suggest I say?
I'm confident that you'll come up with a workable solution to the problem. After all, I'm not a
politician, I know. All right. For now, we'll stop releasing the prisoners. Look, why don't you come by the house this weekend for dinner? Marion would love to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
This is all very mysterious. What's up?
I have something I want to give you. It's round trip. There's a flight that leaves this evening. There's another one that leaves in the morning, and hopefully the Seattle people will give you till then, as long as they get the answer they want.
Wyatt.
If you don't go try this, you are never going to forgive yourself. And if I try and make you stay, I'm never going to forgive myself. It doesn't have to end.
You can visit.
I can visit.
It might be a disaster.
Might?
Thank you.
Do some good. I gotta go to court.
Yeah. There's judges in Seattle, you know.
Real judges?
I took a cab over here. I hope he's still waiting.
He. He'll wait. Yeah, just down the hall. That's it.
Mom.
Mind eating in the cafeteria?
No.
Where is Department R? We'll be able to get that call.
Just a second, could you look the elevator?
Yeah, sure. County lock is way right now. Let's go speak to the police. What is this?
Jones' testimony before the grand jury. We got the indictment.
This tape is admissible in court.
That's right. A written transcript wouldn't have been, but this will hold up.
So Lasky's through. What made you think of the tape?
I thought I'd send a copy to Lasky. Tape around. There'd be no reason to kill the witness. Smart. Tell that to Jones.
Are you sure it's all right?
Oh, I'm sure. This place is gonna be nuts anyway. Nobody's even gonna miss me.
I doubt that.
Wow. There's something that I wanna tell you. A question that you asked me yesterday. I am still sleeping with your father because there's a part of me that still needs him. I guess I'm afraid.
I never knew you were afraid of anything. Like what?
Being alone. And, being a bad judge. But most of all, I'm afraid of losing you and not knowing how to get you back.
That's never gonna happen. I love you.
Let's go home, sweetie.
Check in with Dave, Bruce Willis, Gary Marshall, and Boys to Men. Check out the fun on tonight's Late Show with David Letterman. Now your local news.
And tonight on Heartland News at 10, a cooperative effort to crack down on crime in Cairo seems to be working. Federal and local authorities are working together to get more criminals off the street. Missouri's Attorney General Jay Nixon says a new state law will make juvenile offenders pay for their crimes. These stories in the Storm Team forecast are next.